When did you realize you were easily manipulated? I was 22 when I learned that being nice could actually ruin your life. My parents always told me to help people whenever I could. Be kind. Be generous. Don't ask questions when someone's hurting. So when Jenna came to my desk at work crying about her mom's surgery, I didn't even hesitate. She worked in the cubicle next to mine at this insurance company downtown. We weren't super close, but we'd chat about stupid stuff like which vending machine snacks were worth it, or how our boss always smelled like burnt coffee. That Tuesday afternoon, she showed up at my desk with mascara running down her face. "Evan, I don't know what to do," she said, her voice cracking. "My mom needs surgery tomorrow morning and insurance denied the claim. They want $4,000 up front or they won't do it." My stomach dropped. $4,000 was every penny I'd saved for a used Honda Civic. I'd been taking the bus for 8 months, eating ramen most nights, skipping happy hours, but her hands were literally shaking. "I'll pay you back in 2 months, I swear," she said. "I just got approved for a loan, but it takes 60 days to process." I went to the bank during my lunch break and wired her the money. When I showed her the confirmation on my phone, she hugged me so tight I could barely breathe. She called me her hero. She said she'd never forget this. For about 3 weeks, everything seemed normal. She'd smile at me in the hallway, bring me coffee sometimes. Then she started acting weird. She'd see me coming in the break room and suddenly remember she had a meeting. She'd put her headphones on when I walked past her desk. One Friday, I was heating up leftover pizza in the microwave when I heard 2 guys from accounting laughing near the water cooler. One of them said, "Dude, Jenna posted like 50 pictures from Cancun. She's literally holding a margarita bigger than her head." I pulled out my phone and checked Instagram. There she was. Beach, cocktails, sunset photos with her friends. The caption said, "Needed this getaway," with a bunch of palm tree emojis, posted 4 days ago. My hands started shaking the same way hers did when she asked for the money. Monday morning, I waited for her in the parking lot. When she got out of her car, I walked up and asked when she was planning to pay me back. She looked at me like I was a stranger. "Why are you stalking my social media?" she said, loud enough that people nearby turned to look. "That's really creepy, Evan. You told me your mom needed surgery, and you're harassing me about a personal loan?" Wow. She walked away shaking her head. By Wednesday, people were looking at me weird. Someone from HR called me into a small gray office and asked if I'd been bothering Jenna. I explained everything. I showed them the Venmo transaction, but when they asked for proof of our agreement, I realized I had nothing. She'd deleted all her messages. The text thread was just me asking if her mom was okay and her not responding. The HR lady, this woman named Rita with orange glasses, looked at me like I was pathetic. She said they were issuing me a formal warning for inappropriate workplace conduct. I tried to explain again, but my voice came out all high and desperate. I sounded exactly like what they thought I was. Some creep who got rejected. I stopped eating lunch in the break room after that. I'd sit in my car and scroll through my bank app, watching the overdraft fees pile up because I'd been so close to zero anyway. I started recognizing this feeling I'd had my whole life but never named. That sinking sensation when you realize someone just used you and you let it happen because you thought being helpful made you a good person. 2 months later, this new kid named Brandon started in our department. 20 years old, fresh out of community college, still excited about having business cards. One day he came up to my desk looking confused. "Hey, Jenna asked me for a favor," he said quietly. "She needs to borrow $1,500 for some family emergency. She said you'd tell me she's good for it." I stared at him for a long time. Part of me wanted to warn him, tell him exactly what she did to me, but another part of me, this tired, angry part, just wanted to see if she'd really do it again. "Make her sign something in writing," I said, "like actually on paper." His face changed. He nodded slowly and walked away. 2 weeks later, Brandon went straight to HR with a signed note from Jenna, promising to repay him $800 for her aunt's medical bills. Turned out she'd tried this with 3 other people in the company. One guy from IT, someone's girlfriend who didn't even work there, and now Brandon. They fired her on a Thursday. She didn't even clean out her desk. Security walked her out while everyone pretended not to watch.